Hello everyone, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the TV show Skins. Well, not actually about the TV show, but instead the novel based on the TV show. Now, I know my demographic is mainly British people, but I checked and I do have quite a few Americans and Canadians and other countries where people may not know what Skins is because it is a British TV show. So, to put it in summary, Skins is a TV show about teenagers in college. I know, original. But, essentially, every 2 seasons you get a new cast, because, well, the last cast leaves because they finish college. And this book is primarily with the second lot of characters. I say primarily, it's entirely about the second lot of characters. And it takes place between series 3 and 4, and essentially details what each character did in between that season over the summer. Because the show had become extremely popular when these characters were on the show. So obviously they tried to capitalise on that by releasing this book. And I'm going to read you the blurb real quick, and then I'll go into my thoughts on the book. So, here's the back cover in case you're wondering. The blurb reads, Roundview College has closed its doors. Time to find out what the Notorious 9 are up to over the summer break. Effie's off to Venice with her mum, hoping to make her mind up about who she loves, but nothing's ever straightforward in Effie's world. Emily and Katie are going to France for 3 weeks, and Emily's dreading being apart from Naomi, not helped by her toxic twin taking centre stage, as usual. Freddie and Cook, they're dodging any issues with a mindless sexathon, and JJ is not remotely happy with his role as shag referee. As for Thomas and Pandora, they're still loved up, but Panda's like a dog on heat. Will it drive him away? Italy, France, Bristol. It's a whistle-top tour of broken hearts, broken friendships, and totally inappropriate behaviour. Now, you hear that blurb, and it sounds so fucking shit. I read it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hate this. It's gonna be nothing like the TV show. And, I was taken by surprise. The blurb does not do it justice. The book is actually pretty decent. I feel like it captures the TV show quite well in written form. And honestly, if you're a fan of the show, you should definitely give this a read. You can probably find it on eBay. I bought mine for £5. Which, yeah, not a bad read for that price. But what did I actually think of the book? Well, it's pretty decent. It clocks in at 250 something pages, and you know, the layout's decent. Each chapter switches to another character and what they're doing, and you go back and forth, and it's a pretty good way to set out a book with a lot of characters like that. And as for the tone of the book, it's very fucking vulgar, as indicated by the 18 plus and content warning stickers. I've never seen those on a book. I've never seen a book with an 18 plus rating. But the TV show was also 18 plus. And in terms of how vulgar the book is in comparison to the TV show, it is so much worse in the book than it is the TV show. I want to read you an extract to show you just how vulgar this is. I might have to censor some of this. I don't know how well YouTube is going to allow me to keep this up. It's on page 66, here we go. Let me find it. I don't actually have notes for this, I'm just sort of going rambly. I know it's on page 66. Here we go. I am kind of nervous about reading this because it's very fucking disgusting. It was a weird section to read on the way home. Here we go. This is from one of Effie's chapters, and she's talking about this guy, Aldo, who she met in Venice while she's there, and she's trying to get with him. So essentially, the extract is, as he turns to face me, my eyes fell to the belt of his trousers. I thought about my mouth on his cock, and climbing on top of him, feeling him fill up my cunt. Yeah. Very, very awkward to read. I mean, even saying it just to a camera, knowing people are going to watch this, makes me feel icky. But in terms of how it compares to the TV show is like a children's show in comparison to some of the shit written in here. But overall, I think it's decent. It's true to the characters. And best of all, they didn't just forget this existed in Series 4 of the show. You know, they actually reference it, which I didn't know at the time on my first rewatch of the show, but my first watch of the show, and then I went to rewatch it, and that's why I read this book. And they actually reference Aldo, a character I just mentioned, in Series 4. So
I am having an amazing time with Aldo.
So, you know, this is canon. It does make sense in the timeline. They don't just forget it happened. And, yeah. 1 second. I need to check my notes. I did take notes. I don't actually have notes for this. I lied earlier. What do I rate the book? I rate the book probably, in terms of a read on its own, 4 or 5 out of 10. It's decent. As a fan of the show, if you're reading this, probably a 7 or 8. It's a really good supplementary bit of material. Yeah, couldn't get it out then. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but the book is decent, and it clearly sold well because they released a second book that takes place either before or during the third lot of cast, which were playing in 2011 and 2012, around that time. So, I mean, if you liked me talking about this book, maybe I'll go and buy the other book, give it a read, and give you a review on that. Depends on how well this video does. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, all that good stuff, all that good jazz. I got loads of stuff to promote, Jesus Christ. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Ryan J on YouTube. Except my TikTok got banned, so it's Big Muscle Man Ryan now, if you want to go follow me on that. Buy my clothes, basic clothes. We got a drop coming out in winter. Hopefully you guys like that. And not to mention, just me and the boys, you know, go subscribe to that, all that good stuff. God, I'm running out of things to promote. These outros are always weird because they feel like they're stretching the video out. And I don't like to do that. I like to keep my videos concise. So yeah, I think I'll be done here. I'm now going to go off and film my 10,000 view Q&A because I wanted to celebrate that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later, and goodbye.
What a fucking gatto.